gentleman from Tennessee, Mr. Ogles, is now recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Chair Gensler, I want to follow up on Chairman Huizinga's last question. That was regarding SBF, Justice Department. He was talking about the memo, the request, about any communication between the Justice Department and your agency. Is it fair to assume that you were about to say that the Department of Justice is responsible or implicated in the production of that document regarding the charges to SBF?
No, let me say two things. One, it's really important to protect investigative files because there are things in investigative files that are private, and we put out then in a charging document for a court to review and the public to review the important information about those charges. But an investigative file is important to keep confidential. Number two, the Justice Department conducts parallel investigations, and that's a separate matter as to whatever they do.
So, a memo was requested. There should be an internal document from your agency. You and your agency report to this committee, so you should be able to produce that document.
And sir, I have deep belief in and respect for congressional oversight, but we're working with the committee staff here, we're working with the members that you met to try to address their issues. We've met, the staffs have met, have continued to brief as to how we deliberate and how we approach enforcement matters. But it's also a really important thing.
I'll reclaim my time.
Investigative files.
You know, we have a Homeland Security Agency that gets secret documents to the committee. They can be reviewed in the SCIF. There can be a process here by which you oblige this committee and produce the documents that have been requested. It's that simple. If I wanted to hear preaching, I'd go to church. You were asked a question. A document was requested. You have an obligation to produce it. Now, if we need to take extraordinary measures to protect the information within that document, it can be done so. But please spare me the preaching. Chairman McHenry, Huizinga, both mentioned your responses have been inadequate. Your staff have relayed to committee that you have 4 full-time employees in the Office of General Counsel and working with one IT staffer to address the concerns of Congress and committee. Given the size of your budget, do you plan to continue inadequate resources to respond to this committee?
Again, I know that our staffs have been meeting and discussing and trying to work together to get to your goals and what we believe in that oversight. We've actually added some resources. These are very broad requests, these 2 requests that you just referenced.
I understand, but clearly there's some additional scrutiny. Clearly there's need for more personnel. So you're either intentionally obstructing or you're not just a good man. All right? No offense. As we move forward, you look at the uncertainties in the marketplace, well-educated, recessionary pressures, inflationary pressures, this committee has questions. Unfortunately, you are unable or unwilling to provide the appropriate answers. That bothers me. That concerns me. You know, I go back to the Securities Act of 33 and 34, the trifecta. The directive for your agency is 1, to protect investors, 2, maintain fair and orderly, efficient markets, and 3, facilitate capital formation. Seems pretty clear. And yet with ESG, you've delved into this realm of environmental regulatory regime. Is the SEC widely known for its expertise in science?
We're a capital markets regulator. We're merit neutral. We don't make, and we're not through this rulemaking addressing climate policy. policy.
Well, to be clear, no one's looking for the SEC for scientific guidance. And when you look at your rule and the request for, Mr. Chairman, I will yield back. I'm out of time. Thank you.
Gentlemen's time.